go. Tunes to Tube was being impossible tonight. Actually, it wasn't Tunes to Tube. It was the damn CAPTCHA service. You know, if that happens very many more times, I may just have to find out how to pay for an upgrade that gets rid of that crap, because that is just irritating. See, you think you're good, so you hit the create video button. And then it says, no, I can't create video. The CAPTCHA's not set up. I'm going, well, when are you going to remind me that I needed the CAPTCHA? Because, of course, I'm not going to remember that.
6 p.m. Studio. Now. Top shelf sounds NCS commented. Hey, good work. Actions available.
Are you going to let me respond to that? Because you didn't let me respond to the latest one.
Open navigation. Button. Open navigation. Open navigation. 46. This back. Button. Comments not found.
See, that's the shit it says. I give up. If you're commenting on my videos, I appreciate the comments. I'm glad you liked it. Technology is being dumb today. But I got my vlog posted, is what matters. I'm not sure if I got a description in there, because when I went to monetize it and, well, first of all, when I shared to Twitter, it just called itself Title. I'm going, what? What the hell? I didn't call it Title. But then I went to YouTube to monetize it, and I'm like, what the hell? It is called Title. Fortunately, I figured out how to go into edit mode and say, no, let's wipe out that title and call it something that actually means something. Hello? I mean, does that mean that there's no description either? I mean, I put one in there, but I don't know if it put it in there or not. It sure as heck didn't put the title in there. Like I said, I think it has something to do with the fact that I spent freaking, 10 minutes and at least 5 or 6 audio challenges trying to get that damn thing to recognize that I could breathe. That's supposed to be as easy as checking a checkbox, but I could not get the checkbox to check. I was like, fine, give me an audio challenge. I can't see the damn thing. Give me an audio challenge. And the good thing about the audio challenges is at least they're audible. My God, some of them are just incomprehensible. Okay, it is Sunday now. I'll tell you, I'm learning a lesson about taking on too much. I agreed to do something, and I think it may have been too much. Although I'm not the only one that needs to learn a lesson here. I may talk more about this in detail when this is over with. Right now I'm kind of in the middle of it. But I'm going to have to, when my contact person calls me back, I'm going to have to just level with her and let her know that I may not be able to do this. This might make more sense later if and when I do a what happened video, or a self-employment particular job, the untold story. I don't know. I toyed with the idea of creating a business. I don't know how serious I am about it, but I mean, I'll do the odd transcription job if one comes up. That's pretty much the extent of it now. Well, one came up and I agreed to do it, and then things are getting complicated, and I'm realizing that they may want me to do this faster than I'm able to do it. First of all, until they are able to give me what I need, which so far they've not been able to, I can't do it. Second of all, even if they get that to me today, if they want it done first thing in the morning, If they want it done, really, I'm going to say if they want it done before Friday even, I really don't think I can, because I'm not sure how much needs to be done, and I've got a busy week next week. Tomorrow is completely dedicated to work. Tuesday, my assistant's coming in the morning, and then I'm going to this meeting in the afternoon that's not job related, but it's related to helping this organization stay open. They're really struggling financially, and I want to help them to some extent. I've found something that I can do, and they'll take the help, and I'm open to helping them. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, I've got training for I'm going to call it my soon-to-be job. Thursday, I've got training for my soon-to-be job. And a job shadow at my soon-to-be job. Friday afternoon is going to be the first time I can really sit down and glue my pants to the chair and work on this. Just really give it the time and attention it really needs. If I do anything else with it this week, I'll be just taking some time here and some time there, however much time I can take to do a little bit of it. And with that in mind, I'm just going to need to make it really clear. I'm expecting a phone call about this afternoon. When it comes in, I'm just going to have to make it really clear. Look, here's where I am. Here's what's going on. Here's when I can even think about really working at length on this. I mean, if I'm able to snag an hour or two here and there, then that's great. But the only time, the first time I can really think about really giving a good 8 hours to doing this is going to be Friday. Given those limitations that I have, am I the person to do this? And if not, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say I didn't realize how big or urgent this was, and I cannot do it. And I don't apologize for that, because sometimes you just gotta look out for yourself. Look, I know that selfishness is not something that I aspire to be. I mean, selfishness isn't really something that anyone should aspire to be, I don't think. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta look out for yourself, or people will take advantage of you, walk all over you, you can get overwhelmed. And it's okay to say, okay, I can't deal with this. It's okay to do that, you know. This whole notion of self-love, I'm not sure I ever really was raised to even know that term, let alone know what it meant or know it was okay or know, whatever. I'm now finally learning that self-care is okay. Not just self-care as in you're sick, go home, cuddle down into bed, and sip on some orange juice. Not just that kind of self-care, but self-care where you actually care about yourself and think of yourself as important. Maybe it's a fine line, but there's a difference between selfishness and stopping from time to time and saying, okay, look, I wish you well. I hope you can find someone that can meet your immediate needs, but I'm just not that person. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do it. I'm not going to exhaust myself or make myself sick or... I mean, I've been trying to get over this for a good while. I'm still not totally over it, but I'm not going to make myself all the sicker or add stress to my life by accepting more responsibility than what I can handle. Yeah, that other job that I keep saying that I'm going to get one of these days, the job, not the pizza box folding job, but the other job, I'm just going to call that my soon-to-be job. That's how I'll keep the two apart. And again, when I'm comfortable in both jobs and feel like I can talk about them on YouTube, I might do an employment update and explain. I'm probably not going to give names of... I'm not going to give workplace names, but I might say, I work at a blah, 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 or I do blah, blah, blah. You know, when I go to work, this is the kind of tasks I do. I used to go to KFC, like, on a weekly basis. But there was one person there that was so helpful. Actually, she wasn't busy, and she came over and we just talked for a while a couple weeks ago. And as I was leaving, she broke it to me that the next day was actually her last day. And I was like, oh, I forget what I said. Well, good luck on whatever's next or something like that, I think. But in my mind, I'm going, damn, I'm going to miss you. So much so that I haven't actually gone back since. But during that conversation, she told me about the Postmates app. I may have to do a review on that app or something, because that's a great app. I had heard about it, but you know, I think I did a video a long time ago about Voiceover on the iPhone. Voiceover is the feature on the iPhone, the setting on the iPhone that when turned on, it reads out loud the screen for a blind person. It is a must for a blind person. If you're blind, you can't use an iPhone without it. Well, not every app is accessible with VoiceOver. And when I randomly hear about an app, that's my first question. Does it work with VoiceOver? And of course, a lot of the sighted people telling you about their favorite apps probably don't know that because they never use VoiceOver, because frankly they don't need to. And they don't want to. I mean, VoiceOver, I'm sure it can be a pain in the ass if you don't know how to use it. Which most sighted people probably don't, because, again, they don't need it. Unless they're like teachers of the blind or beta testers that are interested in accessibility features or something. Anyway, I had heard about Postmates before, but I didn't know if it was accessible. Now she was telling me about it. She identified it for me when I went into the App Store and downloaded it. And I went home and set it up, and I've used it. This is going to be the third time I've used it now. But the first time I've actually gotten a KFC delivery from them. So I believe her name was Tanya. Tanya, that used to work at my KFC, or if I screwed your name up, I'm sorry, but I know the likelihood that you're watching is pretty slim, but if you're watching by chance, thank you. You've made it possible for me to get my KFC without, number one, going in and being stuck sitting there waiting for an hour when I'd really just as soon go home. Number two, having to try to get what I need without you. I'm sure some people that work there could be just as helpful as you. But because of Postmates, I'm not having to hope and then through experience find out, or just downright give up. When I first found that out, that you weren't working there anymore, I thought, well, dang, I'm going to miss this. But no, I'm not, because now I got Postmates to do it. I got Postmates to get it for me, and then all I got to do is go out and pick it up. And when I say go out and pick it up, I mean walk outside my apartment building and wait for them to walk up and give me what I asked for. I can do that easily. How much time is left on the timer?
Here's the timer. It's running at 3 minutes and 52 seconds.
I got a notification that my ETA was 12 minutes. I'm like, well, let me set my timer for 8 and go out there.
1:30 p.m. 2 notifications.
I think this app says the person gets here before they really get here. And that's annoying. Because I think that was it saying that they're here and they're not.
1:31 p.m. Messages. 1 minute ago. Postmates. 1 minute ago. Delivery now.
Yeah.
Your postmate is a passcode field. Travel folder. Messages. 1 unread message.
There he is. Like a solid minute or something after it said, he's here. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Postmates. Rate your postmate. Don't.
I will in a minute. I walk in the apartment building first and put the stuff down and... Sometimes I end up having to put my recorder in my pocket, and that is what you get. I walk around and you get this. Sorry. Hello? Well, and I don't know if I'm the solution anyway. I was thinking about this after we talked, and the way my week is going next week, I'm as busy as I am, a time that I could really dedicate to spending 8 hours straight working on this and perfecting it might not be till Friday. So if he can't wait me out, obviously if I can get this, I'll do it as soon as I can, but I'm not going to promise to create a miracle here. I actually have a paying job that's 2 hours a week, and I'm preparing to start another one. I don't know when exactly I'm going to start it, but I'm trying to get ready to start it. That's going to be even more hours. I'm prioritizing jobs that I get paid on an hourly basis over this, and if he can't wait until I have the time to do it, then he's got to find someone else. I'm sorry. And fortunately, she was really cool with that. She's like, that's not a problem. I'm like, well, it is a problem, but it's not my problem. It's the person's problem, especially considering other things that I'm not going to discuss in this vlog. Again, after the fact, I might consider doing a vlog kind of, or a story time video or something, telling more of the details about that, but at this time, no. But she said, yeah, you're taking care of yourself, and I totally respect that. If you're able to do it, it would be great, but if you can't, it's totally fine. I said, well, if they can email me what I need to work with, which so far they've not been able to do, I'll do the best I could. I'll do the best I can, so... Well, this has been, I'm sure, quite a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And even if it hasn't been a few minutes, that's what happened tonight. It's already so late at night, I'm not even sure I'm going to put this up tonight. But anyway, I hope you liked it. And with that, today's video comes to a close. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.